All right, we have a source off on our hands. According to Diana Russini of The Athletic, she is refuting the report by Jason La Canfora that the starting offer to Brock Purdy by the San Francisco 49ers was $45 million per year on average.
And on the Brock Purdy situation in San Francisco. Remember I kept telling you this was going to be an easy one?
Yeah.
Nothing's easy. Did I not learn? Just
easy from whose standpoint, though? The San Francisco 49ers?
I think it's everybody.
Purdy?
I think everyone is looking at the situation as, Brock deserves top of the market kind of money because that's what the market says. I think the San Francisco 49ers are smart enough to go, well, no, you weren't like a first overall pick.
Do you think it's disrespectful? Because I read online, I don't even know if this is true or not, that...
You sound like my mom. I read it online.
Yeah, I mean, look, I honestly, I am so... I believe you, and I believe maybe like a few other people. Like, I just don't just believe everything, but there was something that came out that the starting offer was $45 million a year for Brock Purdy. Do you think that's disrespectful?
That would be disrespectful, and that did not happen.
Okay.
That's not true.
It didn't happen.
That did not.
Okay,
they did not offer 45 million.
And that's why I don't believe everything I hear.
I will bet my. I don't know I'll bet my phone on it. I was like, what do I have around here that I care about?
You know what's interesting though, in the math that I saw. Don't bet your phone. You love your phone too much. First of all, you know what I saw though, and I sort of did some math. Right, the San Francisco 49ers have some leverage here, and I want people to understand that. Even though I'm a huge Brock Purdy fan. Brock's due $5 million this year. If he were to pay under the tag next year, it's 41. If he were to pay under the tag the following year, I think it's 52. So you're looking at $97 million over 3 years. Okay? Well, $50 million over 3 years is $150 million. That is a lot more money. They could have them for three, but Diana, from a team's perspective, they could have them for 3 more years.
I do believe the Niners have the
for cheap.
What you're doing is you're setting the table for us of what this could be if San Francisco wanted to
exactly.
do that. I don't think they will do that. I don't.
Okay.
I think they are going to get this deal done. I just don't think it's going to be as easy as I was expecting this to be. So we're going to have to just wait and see as they continue to negotiate. At least the conversations are going. I think sometimes when you start these negotiations, everybody comes in hot. Everyone's got an attitude about it. Everyone's got an idea of what they want. Yeah. Everyone wants to win it. Cooler heads prevail. Some time goes by, and conversations start to happen, right? Like, how many times have we seen this where,
a lot.
The coach starts talking to the quarterback, and, they start getting in his ear a little bit about, hey, look, you can make a lot of money outside of this contract if you stay here in San Francisco. We've got tons of ways for you to make more money. Kind of like we saw in New England with Tom Brady. And here's the thing with the San Francisco 49ers, Chase, I don't think they want to do what we saw happen last season, which was in the summer, Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, drama, deals. They're not going to want that. So I feel good that they'll try to iron this out and get something done, and we'll start the season with Brock Purdy being a very well-paid quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers.
There's a reason why we discussed Jason's tweet as a rumor. He's not an NFL insider anymore for a reason. He's a guy that has typically gotten these things wrong more often than not. So it was something to discuss, and we had a conversation about it, but it does sound like that is not the case, at least according to Diana Russini. And shout out to Diana. She's been absolutely having a phenomenal off season in regards to breaking stories and doing a bunch of stuff. So I tend to believe her much more than I would tend to believe La Canfora. So again, still, we don't really know. And we don't know what that number is. Because if it's not 45, and as she kind of expressed on her podcast, that would be a disrespectful offer. So then what is the offer? Is it closer to 50? Is it 46? Is it 47? What is it, 48? So is it 52? What's the offer? We don't know. So at minimum, what we're hearing is that it's not 45, and 45 is perceived to be disrespectful to Brock Purdy. So that's an interesting, at least, measuring stick for this whole conversation, right? Because I think a lot of fans saw 45 and were like, that's a great deal for Brock. Sign him right away. And that's just not how it works. That's not how it's perceived in NFL circles. So we'll see what the total actually is. But as it stands right now, we are hearing that 45 number is not true. But as we heard from these reports from Mike Silver, it's going to be a ruthless negotiation, at least in the sense of the mentality that the 49ers will have, being cold, calculated, and analytical, and just not willing to pay over the top just because. So what does that mean? Don't really know, but we'll see when this deal gets closed, hopefully sooner rather than later. But if it really is in the 40s, I would expect this thing to drag on for a lot longer. But we don't know. We don't have a number. We don't have a real number that we can grasp. But until then, we'll keep figuring it out. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.